And yes, right after that crushing roughing the kicker penalty, they turn it into a touchdown. Bills take the lead. So I said, why not? It's time to drop these videos. Welcome everybody. I'm your boy Grade A Fantasy, here to review the week 3 top plays at tight end for FanDuel on the main slate. Let's get right into it. A few injury concerns, but they're already cleared up. So the big news was apparently Tucker Kraft did hurt himself during practice. He already got an MRI. Everything seems good. So it seems like he should be good to go for practice tomorrow. When it comes to the pay up options, always, Bowers is always a option. Just got to, pay attention. But I think he's more trending on being, playing than being limited. He is coming off an injury, so I'm pretty sure they're taking it easy with him. A better matchup for TJ Hawkinson, so he could be an option. But as you can see, after these guys at 74, 7,065, once again, it seems like it's another week to pay down at wide receiver, and immediately the value hits. I keep telling y'all, get on the Juwan Johnson train on both FanDuel. He's an even better play on DraftKings because the full point PPR. He started at 5,000. Give it one more week, and he has another decent week like this, 5,700. And he has a prime matchup too. New Orleans will be down. They're gonna quicken up the pace with quick 3 to 5 step drops for Spencer Rattler, and he's gonna be looking for Juwan Johnson. 5,700, and as you can see, 9 and 12 targets. So basically 21 targets in 2 weeks. Has a touchdown. Even without a touchdown for 5,700, he has the potential to times 2 and times 3 his value. Tyler Warren, questionable with a toe. You have to monitor that, but he's also trending on playing. He's another guy that I told you I was high on. He went from the high 4s week 1, and he's already at 56. Both him and Juwan Johnson, two of my favorite tight ends that I've been heavy on the first 2 weeks. They'll both be 6,000 next week. That's guaranteed. Other top plays, you also got to always love Zach Ertz, whether it's Mariota or Jaden Daniels playing under center. So Zach Ertz also, it's a tougher matchup by fantasy rank, but Zach Ertz getting the ball to the tight end is a big thing in that offense. So I definitely love that there. Jake Ferguson, obviously in the biggest and most exciting matchup of the week with the two bad defenses of Dallas and Chicago. But I like Jake Ferguson because somebody like him and Pickens will be contrarian stacks if you decide to game stack that game. As we keep going down, now here's something interesting. This is very interesting. Jonnu Smith has an interesting matchup against the worst team against tight ends. There's no doubt about that. But I'm going to boost Kate Otten. I'm definitely going to boost Kate Otten if Mbuka, who has now missed knee and groin issues for the past 2 days, he did not practice. If he doesn't practice, yes, you can look at the backup wide receivers like the Sterling Shepherds and so on and so forth. But I will definitely boost Kate Otten. Kate Otten tight ends against the Jets are viable. Jonnu Smith had a decent opening week against the Jets, so I like Kate Otten. Especially, I like him now. I will love Kate Otten more, and he'll be definitely one of my favorite paydowns. I really like the paydown options. Like the top is great, but after 74 to 7,065, it drops under 6,000. Why not pay down for tight end? There are plenty of options. And then if you're looking for more of a home run, 49, Luke Farrell and Jake Thompson pretty much taking the same amount of snaps. Dalton Schultz, I actually think this is one of the better weeks for Dalton Schultz. Decent amount of targets, but I think the opportunity more for him to run deeper routes. Like I said, I don't think they're going to have to keep Dalton in to help block. Like I said, Jacksonville has the worst front four, and it is a bad offensive line. But like I said, Houston is a sleeper pick for me this week to perform over fantasy expectation because of the matchup. So I think Dalton's not going to be expected to stay in and shade, whatever defensive end, whatever side he's on. or stay in on a blitzing linebacker, I think he's going to have a few more opportunities. At least when you see these 5 and 4 targets, I think the fact that he's going to be able to run routes, I think you're going to see that rise to a minimum, to a range of 6 to 8, maybe even 9 targets, but at least 6 to 8. And maybe one of those extra 6 to 8, it's a goal line inside the 5, inside the 10 kind of look. But other than that, don't really like. Oh, especially this. Oh, this was definitely a pick that I did like. Cole Kmet. He's probably going to be the lowest owner when it comes to that game stack. Now the thing is, Caleb Williams hasn't really targeted him at that much this year so far. 4 and 2. So when it comes to fireworks going on, and as the game goes on and adjustments are made, there could be times where Kmet could be called on. He's definitely going to be the, when it comes to all the receivers, probably players in general, but definitely with the receivers, because he's a tight end, but still receiving the ball down the field. I think he will definitely be even more low owned than like somebody in the Cowboys like Turpin or Ferguson. He will be the lowest owned out of all that stack. So if you want to be different while game stacking that, or having like a stack and run back or something like that, and have a contrarian piece that could put you over the field, it's definitely Cole Kmet. And anything down here, Jatavion Sanders, he's always an option because of how much they throw the ball. Carolina should be down, and I don't think you have to go anywhere down here at all. No need to. Nothing really here. But the Mbuka news is huge. That's why I'm saving that for last. So I'm definitely boosting Kate Otten. For me, I'm not really liking any of the pay-ups. If you told me to pay up for somebody, it'll probably be Tucker Kraft, even though like the volume for Brock Bowers is great. But after Tucker Kraft, I'm going from Juwan Johnson down. So when it comes, I'm not even going to talk about pay downs. At that price, it's Juwan Johnson, Tyler Warren, obviously if he plays 5,700, 5,600. And then after that, it's Zach Ertz for 53, Jake Ferguson for 52 in the highest total this week. Kate Otten, love him even more. Might even have him at or just a step above Ferguson if Mbuka is out. And after that, like Jonnu Smith and Dalton Schultz. That's the tight end preview, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is your boy Grade A Fantasy signing off.